Hello again, YouTube. This is the truth, man. So I'm gonna break this thing down about grifting real quick, and I'm gonna name a lot of content creators, y'all. I'm gonna name the ones that I know, that I've watched, and I've researched them extensively. And some you may not be on this list because either I'm not sure if you're a grifter, I don't watch enough of your content, or you an agent and it's just obvious. But let's start with the obvious. The Tate brothers, straight grifters. Sneeko is a grifter. Just Pearly Things is a grifter. Fresh and Fit are grifters. Obsidian is a grifter. Donovan Sharp is definitely a grifter. Definitely a grifter. Bernard Riley is iffy. Like, he tries to capitalize on things and stories. And he was playing both sides with the Pearly thing, but I'm not sure if he's a grifter. So I'm not going to even put him on there. I'm going to be fair with this. But just Pearly thing, Nick Fuentes is a grifter. Anton Daniels is a grifter. He's one of the main ones. Angry Man, he's a grifter, but he's kind of in and out. Like, he's kind of what I would label an inconsistent grifter. But he got some grift. He got some grift to him. Like, he do a lot of talking about black people, but he ain't say nothing about Pearly. That's like a grifter characteristic. That's a sign. When you sign with villains, which we're going to get into some stuff, and I'm going to do this real quick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mention a lot of content creators that I don't believe they're grifters. Like, I believe that that's really how they feel about what they saying, or they doing this stuff for business, but they don't like. I'm gonna explain it. We got to get into this because I want to get into Isaiah 4:1. I didn't even intend to make this many videos. So, content creators that I strongly believe they're not grifters. Like, if you're getting money, you getting money, man. But it's the way you go about it that makes you a grifter or not. So, let's get into this list. I don't believe Black Ram is a grifter. I believe that's how Black Ram really feels about what he's saying. Nothing against him. Like, I don't even believe he's an agent. But I could be wrong about the agent thing. I don't know who the agents are. Some of them I'm pretty sure of. Another grifter that's he going towards a grift is Mr. Keep It Simple. He all over the place. Grifter. So, I don't believe Abba and Preach are grifters. I don't know what their connection is, if any, but I don't believe they're grifters. And I actually like them. But some of the people I like, it's iffy. It's iffy. So, Black Ram, I don't believe Black Ram is a grifter. I don't believe General Tito is a grifter. I don't believe the Village Arsonist is a grifter. I don't believe the Confidence Creator is a grifter. I don't believe Ringo is a grifter. Now, some, they had a choice words, and some might even kind of be a little sneaky with some of the things they do and say. But I don't believe the ones I'm gonna mention. I don't believe they're grifters. I don't believe the Grown Man Business channel. I don't believe he's a grifter. I think some of these people just really trying to help people. I don't believe Kwame Brown is a grifter. I don't. I don't believe I don't know if y'all know her channel. It's smaller, but she be listen, man. When you see them smaller content creators that might not even be monetized, just coming with the content, they're not grifters. I don't believe We Need More Tyranny is a grifter. I don't believe I Am J9 Eve is a grifter. I don't believe Rainy Fox Media is a grifter. And some of these I know they not, because I talk to them and I watch a lot of their content. I don't believe, I got so many names on here because I want to prove my point. I don't believe Mr. Rucker is a grifter. I don't believe Willie D is a grifter. I don't believe Cheek Slaying Headquarters is a grifter. I don't believe Tampa Supreme is a grifter. Shockingly, some people might not agree with me with this. I don't believe Destiny is a grifter. I think Destiny just like debating and is making them popular. I don't believe he's a grifter. I believe that's how he really think. I believe if you hung around this dude, I believe the stuff we hear on YouTube, that's how he really is. Now, I don't believe Tampa Supreme is a grifter. I don't believe Doom with J Music is a grifter. Who am I missing? I don't believe Dr. BOA is a grifter, but he's going to be on another list that I'm about to mention. That we got to understand that that's not necessarily grifting. You know, that some people might seem like grifters, but it's a reason why they do what they do. And like, if I know this, then I'm not going to put them in the grifter category. So let's get into, Tommy Sotomayor, definitely a grifter. He wasn't at first, but when he started getting more competition, like, even though his views were very suspect and he has a fondness for white people, which is one of the grifter characteristics, I don't believe he was a grifter back in the day. Mr. Let Go is definitely a grifter. And I'm not saying that because I don't like him. I'm not. He's a grifter because we're going to get into the characteristics. He says he's not a part of the manosphere. And some people say they not, but yet their actions, they contribute to the manosphere. He tries to come against the manosphere and capitalize from the manosphere at the same time, which makes him, along with somebody that's similar to him, Mr. Keep It Simple, grifters. So let's get into the people the content creators that I believe they just about that business, not necessarily grifters. Coach Greg Adams. I don't believe he's a grifter. Like, I don't know, like, some of the people on this list, like, I don't know if they have, like, ties. But I don't believe he's a grifter. Me personally, I done talked to him behind the scenes, like in the comments and different stuff. And got advice on Ask Coach Greg Adams and stuff like that. So he has his preferences, but that don't necessarily make you a grifter. He's one of my favorite content creators. Oh, another grifter. Oh my goodness, how could I forget the amazing Lucas? You going against the manosphere, but benefiting from the manosphere at the same time. If you really against the manosphere like that, why don't you go get a job? Because the people on this list, I don't believe they necessarily against the manosphere. They just, it's business. And now let's get into this list. Six the Goddess, Danica Marie. I don't believe they grifters. I just think they about the business. They trying, people moving and shaking for money. That's not always grifting. Donovan Sharp is different from Jason Black or Dr. BOA. So let's say Six the Goddess, Danica Marie, Jason Black, Coach Greg Adams, Anthony Spade, Darius M. I'm not sure about. I don't believe he's a grifter. I think he's just about that business. About that business, man. Some of them, hey, man, you can't. Dr. BOA, Better Bachelor, Sandman, Taylor the Fiend. I don't think these guys are against the manosphere. They just moving and shaking because it's good money on YouTube. Another female who I would give the Miss YouTube, I would give her the Miss YouTube crown, Tish Tales. I don't think she's a grifter. I just think she uses these videos. This is her business, talking about celebrities. Who else? I don't think Angel Reese is a grifter. I think she, same thing. She know guys attracted to her. She get on there dancing. She like that music. She getting money. Like, grifter is people who hate the people they getting money from. Which that's why I say Angry Man got some grift in him. He's a grifter. I don't believe Duke the Don is a grifter. I don't. I think Duke the Don just like roasting people, and I think he like exposing people. Now, who else I got on here? That's all the names. And no disrespect to anybody that I didn't put you on there either way. It's different reasons. Either I think you're a grifter, but I'm not sure. I don't watch enough of your content. I'm not sure if you're an agent, so on and so forth. There was people I left off of here. But the number one characteristic that I got listed that shows me that a person is a grifter is niche changing / chasing the popular niche. This is what Just Pearly Things did. She chased Kevin Samuels because Kevin Samuels was the most popular, and she basically regurgitates, like they call it echo chambers, Kevin Samuels. She's the queen of the grifters, not the Black Manosphere. Point blank. And y'all still watching her like some goofies. Now, number two, agreeing with the villains to gain crowds. This is what Anton Daniels did. This is what Obsidian did. Obsidian didn't even need to do that. But that's who he is. He talking about bigger pieces of chicken and cornbread. And he talking about how he'll never get married. But yet he trying to bag Just Pearly Thing. Grifter. Donovan Sharp. Saying no to single mothers. But yeah, he's going to marry a single mother. See, all you had to do, man, is okay, this is what I said. Because you just never know. You never know. Don't play stepdad. If you get with them, you with them. Don't play stepdad. Don't move in. It's a certain way you go about it. If you like them, you like them. It's going to happen. But these guys like Donovan Sharp, they try to say no to single mother. Him and Jap was on it. Say no to single mothers. I'm not sure about Jap, but I know that some of the women I saw him with, come on, Jap, you in Chicago. I know you could do better than that. I know you can. I don't necessarily have a problem with Jap. I'm not sure though about Jap. I like him. I think he's funny. He did a couple things like that kind of made me look at him different, but I don't really have a problem with him. Either way. He is beefing with people I like General Tito. I like General Tito. I think people like the Village Arsonists and General Tito, those some of the realest dudes on here. Like in terms of being who you are and presenting who you look like you really are. You know, neither one of them be trying to hide who they is, man. Alpha Male Strategies, he's kind of a grifter. He's a popular grifter, though. But the thing with him, I don't think it's all the way. I think he kind of on both lists. He on the business list more so than the grifter list. He's done things that grift. Like if you would Pearly outgate, you suspect. If you ain't made no videos about what Just Pearly Things tried to do in this space, you suspect. If you took her side, you a grifter. So, number two, like I said, agreeing with the villains to gain crowds. Number three, and a couple more people that I'm forgetting to put on the business side. J.R. Wisdom, O'Shea Jackson, it's business to them. I don't think, especially O'Shea. People don't like O'Shea. Michi X, that's another one. I don't believe she's a grifter. And if I had to bet on some of the content creators that I don't believe are grifters, Not sure what they ties are to this, that, but I would bet that she's not a grifter. Boyce Watkins sometimes, hey, listen. Sometimes he's like, he one of them ones that I didn't put on either list because I'm not sure. But number 3, they be on the subscriber supremacy stuff. Who created the manosphere? So what? So what if Angry Man and Obsidian created this? They wasn't loyal to this space. That's like if a king was a king, but then he started trying to kill all the village for no reason. Do you think smart subjects are gonna keep following that king? No. It's gonna be an uprising. It's gonna be an uprising. Tariq Nasheed and Dr. Umar Johnson, I like both of them, and I'm not sure about what their ties are. That's the only reason why, like, I didn't really mention them per se. So, but I like how him and Dr. Umar handled that Fresh and Fit. Them Bixby boys over there. Number 4, quick to name drop. You want to seem like all the financially successful people like you. If you're not a grifter, be careful with that, man, because that is going to make people like me look at you like you grifted. Because with me, I don't care who likes you. I don't care who watches you. I watch you. If I watch you, that's all I care about. I don't care what celebrities like you. That ain't going to make me look at you no different. So some of y'all dudes need to stop all that name dropping, man. That's making you look like a grifter. Number 5, bragging on success. You should be like me. Okay, do you realize that the Messiah, the one we call Jesus Christ, will be viewed by many as an unsuccessful man? I mean, after all, he was wandering around, he was fishing for food and for money. But look who he really was, though. So let's keep going. Let's keep going, because I want to come back with the Isaiah 4:1. It's 4:51. Number 6, appear to get along better with non-blacks, but continue to feast on blacks. Some of y'all is right on the line, because some of y'all is doing this. Now, I'm not telling you who to be friends with, but I'm telling you, if you sincere, you ain't gonna just hang with non-blacks. It's gonna be some black people that you cool with. If your mindset is you don't trust any blacks, that's a grifter mindset, because you can't trust every white. So if you don't trust any blacks, we can't trust you. Get on out of here. Next. More content that insults and bashes blacks than corrects and tries to help produce change. Now, y'all notice that this list, the people I said I don't believe they're a grifter, is because I don't see a lot of this. A couple of them, kind of iffy. Like, sometimes people be, when you just all about business, you sometimes will be right on that line with grifting. So, number 8, 25% or more of their content you have to pay for. Okay, you say you helping people, right? Okay, why they have to pay for everything? I get some things, but why they gotta pay for everything? Why they gotta pay for so much of your content? Who are you? Who are you? Number 9, they will end their show over super chats and Cash App. We're not talking about likes, because that's common sense. If you have 300 people watching your live and only 30 likes, like, why are you here? You hate watching? End the show. Why put on shows all the time for hate watchers? But I'm talking about the ones who end it for money reasons. Or y'all not supporting the show. So they ended. That's why I would advise people to have other things other than just this YouTube stuff. Number 10, they don't respond to comments with their actual thoughts. That's that grifting stuff. And again, some of y'all on YouTube, you act like them prosperity preachers, like them mega church preachers who they want all the people to come to their church, but they don't even want to make the effort to know even half of them. How are you any different? How? But y'all be supporting these people though. Y'all always in their live. Then the people that's more genuine, you don't go to their live because a lot of people ain't in there. You know. Number 11, accept super chats and cash apps, but they don't give a reason when they say they're not a part of the manosphere. Okay, if you gonna accept people money, right? But then say those same people you accept are black and they're part of the manosphere. You accept their money, but you say, I ain't in no, like Mr. Let Go, I ain't in no damn manosphere. That's how he said. But yeah, he gonna take any super chat though. I should have put on here, but I didn't. When you challenged, when your views are challenged, instead of accepting the challenge, you want to mute people, put them backstage and all that. That's grifter activities. But I ain't even have it on there. A lot of stuff is more than just this. So, number 12, switches. Okay, hold on. Because number 13, number 12 is similar. Okay. Changes in content merely for growth, not because they care, not because they learning, not because they doing research, but they change it just for growth. That's a sign of a scammer. That's like a person who, let's say you know how them people be trying to scam people bank accounts and stuff, right? Let's say one of them tried to scam somebody's bank account, and then that way of scamming, they got stopped. So they try to come up with a different way to be able to scam people's bank accounts. Why? Because they scammers, they grifters. So they switch stuff merely for growth. And last but not least, what I got mentioned is manipulative words, speeches, or tactics. Why would you try to twist somebody's arm to give money? Now, one thing about Mr. Keep It Simple, I acknowledge stuff. It don't seem like he be trying to twist people's arm to get money. What he does that makes him a grifter is he tries to cater to villains instead of just acknowledging the truth, acknowledging the reality. Like, say, for instance, TVA, the village arsonist, right? The village arsonist, if you ever talk to him in the comments or you ever talk to him, you'll see that what he believes. He's not going to change it unless you can show him this. Those people like that, everybody on YouTube ain't just real like that. These people be only talking to people that got a certain number of subs. They do all kind of weird stuff. But anyway, I'm getting ready to get off of here. We got one more video to come. Pause. The Isaiah 4-in-1 series, so stay tuned.